Hello, welcome to SEDES English. My name is Eric, and today we'll be learning how to use used to. So used to can be used for two different things, or two different ways to use used to. One is to talk about something that you did in the past, and the negative of, and you can also use it in negative, and so that's something you do now that you did not used to do in the past. And the other way is to talk about something that something that's normal for you, of what happens frequently for you or for other people as well, or depending on what the subject in the sentence is going to be. So first, we're going to talk about something that, well, the way to use it, that you talk about things that happen or that used to happen, that happened in the past and no longer happen, right? Or the negative of that are things that happen now that did not happen in the past. So over here under infinitives, that's what is how we use it here. And we have the formulas, which we'll go over. First, we'll go over the positive. And we're going to have the subject, used to, the verb, and then the object. So we'll do two examples of each. First, we'll start with the subject. I'll start with myself with I, and then we're going to have used to. And so remember to always, for here, you'll have it in the past tense of used to, something that you did in the past. I used to. The verb will have play, and then baseball. So I used to play baseball. That means that I did it in the past, and I now in the present do not do that. So I have one more example here for the positive. So I used to work, that's the verb, and the object will be at a restaurant. I used to work at a restaurant. That's something that I did in the past, but I no longer do. So now we're going to talk about the using used to in infinitive but negative. So now this means the other thing, that something that you did not do in the past, but now you do. So it's very similar structure in terms of formula. Subject the same. Now, but before used to, we have did not or didn't, and then used to. Now we have, instead of used with the D, we just have used to in present tense, because now we're talking about something that we do currently that we did not do in the past. Verb and object. So I think this is pretty common for people that are older. My next example is I did not, or you can say didn't. Remember, you use instead of used. Used to drink coffee. I didn't or did not used to drink coffee. So that's something that when I was really young, I did not do, but now currently in the present, I do. Another one is we use didn't this time. I didn't used to teach English. So I didn't used to teach English. Like I said earlier, I used to work at a restaurant in the past. So here, I didn't used to teach English. So that means before, in the past, I did not do that, but now I do. I didn't used to teach English. So that's something, when using infinitives, this is a way that you talk about things that did or did not happen in the past, or things that did and did not happen in the present. Now, for gerunds, it's a little bit different. You use used to in gerund form whenever you talk about things that are normal for you or that happen with frequency. So here we'll start with the positive of gerund, and we're going to have this here. Subject will have I. So we'll start here with I and a verb to be. So am, used to, waking up early. So again, subject I, verb to be am, used to. The gerund, of course, is a verb plus ing. So waking, and then the object will be up early. So waking up early. I am used to waking up early. So that means that for me, I wake up early frequently, and that's what's normal to me or more common for me. We'll use one more example here. I am used to driving to school. So I, again, the subject, am is a verb to be, used to, gerund will be the, driving will be the gerund, so drive plus ing, and then to school will be the object. And now for the negative of the gerund, that's something that is something that's not normal for you. The exact opposite than the negative of course, the positive, we said something that you're used to doing, something that is more frequently. The negative, of course, is something that you're not used to doing. So we'll start off here with we are is the verb to be, not used to teaching online. We is the subject, are is the verb to be, not used to teaching online. So this is a little different from what we used over here in the infinitive. The negative keeps the D on the used to. And of course the gerund is the teaching, so teach plus ing, and the object will be online. So that's one of the examples here. And the last one is personal to me, is that I am not used to eating seafood. Another example. I, the verb to be, am not used to gerund eating an object seafood. And you can also, of course, for the example that was previous, we are not, you can also use aren't if you like, the contraction of are not. We aren't used to teaching online. And you can use any contractions if you like that with negations to make it simpler or maybe easier to say for you. So that's it. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and I hope to see you soon in class.